everyone, my name is beamng, and today I'm going to show you guys how to make a Monster Jam style camera for beamng. Now what that means is the camera is going to be on the sidelines here, so it's going to look a little something like this. And we're going to be recreating that. So we're going to do more of like a 2009 kind of style. We're going to be doing like early 2000s to like 2014 kind of style of camera work. So what that means is so here's a clip from like 2009 or so where, let's say, like a truck is going over a jump and the camera is in front of the jump, and just kind of like some of the camera work like that. So I'm going to be demonstrating that, and obviously you can do whatever kind of style you want on the sidelines. But yeah, for today, we're just going to do that kind of style. So first, what you're going to want to do is go to here. You're going to want to go to UI apps. Once you're here, you're going to do add app and search replay. Once you find that, you're going to click this and just put it where you want. I already have it, so I'm not going to do that. So once you have it, you're going to click this little red button once you're ready to record. So once you're here, you're going to want to click the little record button here and just record your freestyle, and then I'll be back with you after this. Alright, so once you're done, you're going to click the little red button here again, and now I made the mistake of not turning my truck back on, so actually this is a good point I can bring up. So okay, when you're about to stop your recording, always turn the truck back on, or always have the engine on. Now, what I do is when I'm usually done, like let's say I get RI'd, like a situation where I would turn off the truck, and so once the truck is off, I would wait a couple seconds before clicking the red button, and then right before I click this, I turn the truck back on, and then once you hear the engine, you can click that, and the sound will be here, because I know people probably run into this problem where there's no audio with the truck. All you can hear is a supercharger. So for that, I'm going to restart this run. So I'll be right back. Alright, so now that my run is over, now we're not going to make the same mistake again. So you're just going to hold V or hold down your controller, turn the truck back on. Once it's back on, now you can press this, and now you can hear the engine recording. So let's get to this. So how you start recording this is you press F11 and it will open the world editor. Now, once you're in here, if you're not already in free cam, press Shift C, and that'll get you into free cam mode. And obviously you can move around. Now these won't show up in the recording. First of all, how you get to the little recording icon, or little recording menu, is you press this icon up here, camera path editor. You're going to click that, and it'll bring you to path camera tool. Now what you're going to do is click new. Now this could depend if there's like a certain spot that you want to record. So like let's say I want to record towards ending here. You would go to your spot, now zoom in, because you can edit the zoom in and everything in here. So when you zoom in, let's say we add a marker, right? Add a marker, press J, have the camera play, and then slowly zoom out the camera here, and the truck does that. Now we add marker, and the camera will zoom out. You can see actually the little camera icons thing, or you can see where the camera was pointing. So there was our first shot, there's a second shot, and then we have it play, and the truck is going to flip over, and we're going to add a marker. And it will look a little abrupt if you don't, like let's say, or just move the camera slightly. So if we click play, now we're going to see the camera zooms out slightly, and the truck does its thing, flips over, and then it zooms in. Now it would end abruptly here, but I added a little point to where the camera kind of pans so it doesn't end as abruptly. Now let's say you want to record the whole freestyle, so we're actually going to go stop. I'm just going to delete this recording. Don't worry, it won't delete the whole thing, it won't mess it up, it'll just delete those camera paths. Now, if we go, let's say we go to the very beginning here. Another thing I wanted to mention, you are going to see the spawn. So I know on some maps it'll have this thing in the racing lanes because there are racing lane spawns. Now that will not show up when you press play, close editor. That won't show up. So don't worry about that. If you want, you can delete it. Just make sure when you close the map, you don't save changes that you made to it, because it will get rid of those spawns. But for now, let's start by editing our camera here. So we're gonna, let's say we want our first shot to be right here, zooming in on the truck. So here, and then we're gonna zoom in, and we have our truck. So we have our truck here, and we're gonna do add marker, and then press J to unpause. Have the camera slightly go this way. Have it follow the truck. Add marker. Press play. Follow the truck. Now this is very important here. You're gonna add a marker. Now let's say you want to change the camera angle without it having like. So I'm gonna demonstrate. So if you add marker and then have it play a little after, and then add another marker. Actually, hold on, I gotta delete that. So let's say you want to have another shot, right? Go over here, and you go here. If you have a little bit of space between this camera and let's say this one, it'll have the camera pan all the way from over here all the way to this camera, and that will look very abrupt. So like if you play it here, you may also want to fix that too, but so here, and it's gonna pan all the way over here, and you don't want that. So how to do that, this is very important. How you do that to how you make it not do that, should I say, is so we're gonna have, obviously, truck starts. We're gonna add marker. Have another little marker here so the camera just doesn't pan away from the truck. Have the truck go. Add marker. Play. Pause. We're gonna zoom out a little bit. Add marker. All right. So here, right here is where we want our camera to change. Now, obviously, you can change it whenever you want, but I'm just making an example here. So here, we're gonna have the camera change from here over there. So we're gonna add marker. Do not press play. Just add marker. Move your camera over here, and then add marker. And you have to add it on the same time. You can't change it, otherwise it's gonna do that weird pan thing. So here, let's have it play a little bit. The truck there. So we're gonna zoom out slightly. Then add marker, zoom out slightly again. Then add marker. So now, when you press play, it's gonna follow the truck, and it's going to change like that. It's not gonna have any weird movement. Your camera's not gonna fly across the stadium or whatever. It's gonna just teleport here. And that's how you have a smooth camera. Now, and it'll zoom out. Sometimes it won't zoom out. So if it doesn't zoom out, you may just have to manually zoom out here and there. But I know it does sometimes fix itself, or it'll zoom out slightly. But I know sometimes it will break like that. So I'm not sure how to fix that. But hopefully you don't run into that problem too often, although it does happen pretty often. So here it zooms out. You may have to, I think how you fix it is you slightly zoom out, and then it should fix itself enough. But it's still kind of new to me of how to fix that. But anyways, we're gonna change our camera. Actually, I don't know if I added a point. So we're gonna go back to here. We're gonna have the camera follow Taz. Add marker. Fly over here. Or actually, we're gonna fly over here. Bit over here. And zoom in all the way. And add marker. We're gonna press J to play. I'm gonna move the camera slightly. Add marker. Truck jump. Follow it. Add marker. Slightly. Maybe zoom out a little bit. Add marker. And so on and so forth. So always, to make sure when you add marker, when you want to change camera, you like pause it, add marker, move the camera next to where you want it to be. Let's see, like, say, move it over here, I guess, and add marker. Always make sure you do that so the camera doesn't fly across, and that's how you do that. So you don't have to make multiple clips or go in editing and trim it. It's just easier like this. And then press play, or not play, press J, sorry, add marker, and probably get it by here. So I'm going to finish this freestyle, and then I'll show you the finished result after. Alright, real quick, once you're done, let's say you got all your shots. Now another thing is, I think once you get over 99, everything will look like 10, because when it says 100, it'll cut off. Now you might be able to, I don't think you can size that part up, so just keep that in mind, that once you surpass 99, it'll look weird. I'll just say that. But once you're done with this, you can press play to review what you've made and maybe something that you might want to change. But for the majority, just press play, close editor, and once you're here, press Alt-U, and that hides the UI. And then if you hold your mouse still, it'll just do that, and it'll just play the freestyle. As you can see, it changes smoothly here, and yeah, that's pretty much how you do this. So let's watch the finished product, shall we?